just had a squall hit us and it's about midnight. It's really hard to see what's going on. You move over, Yosh! Move over, Yosh! Move over!
And just like that, our baby is gone. Didn't serve, love.
Hi, I'm Benita, that's Yosh, and this is A Sailor in the Making, Tallula May. For 6 years now, we've been sailing around the world on our 40-foot sailboat Nanji. Subscribe to the channel and join us as we sail through remote Indonesia. That was an amazing little dive. I really needed that. It feels like I haven't done that for years. So yes, cool little shipwreck to check out. But we got to keep moving. We're going to head down to some other islands called Tallula Island, and we've got about 120 nautical miles to get there. So we're going to do an overnighter, and it's perfect spinnaker flying weather. So we're pretty keen to get out of here and get that sail up.
What a day, my heart is full of butterflies. There's no disguising how I feel whenever I'm with you. I've waited till the moment's right to look into those starry eyes and say the words that I'm thinking all the time. Oh, I do, I do, I love you.
It's nice while it lasted. The wind just seems to be dying right out and we can't keep it set, so I think it's time of that day where we turn the motor on. Unfortunately. Oh, I'm not feeling the greatest. You got a lot to say, don't you? Do you think we should just drop the sail? Which way, Captain? That way? Okay, you're the boss.
A squall hit us and it's about midnight. It caught Yosh a bit unawares. It's pretty hard to see the sky tonight because there's only like a really small slither of moon, so it's really hard to see what's going on, what kind of cloud activity we have going on. And so yeah, it caught him a bit by surprise, caught us both by surprise. I jumped out of bed and had a lot to sort out up here. We had to reef the main and then the lazy jacks broke. So had to motor up into the wind and then fix those, and we've just swung back around again and we're just pulling out a little bit of head sail because yeah, it's actually calmed down a lot now, so the wind's a little bit friendlier.
Good morning. Well, that casual afternoon sail yesterday turned into an absolute squally nightmare of an evening. Oh, you were all right there, weren't you, mate? You just sleep through everything. Yeah, but we had squall after squall. We just got battered. And then trying to reef down, I broke those lazy jacks. And then so trying to reef the main, ended up pulling it down, and we just sailed under a head sail through that squall. But then once the winds died back, I wanted to get the main back up because the sea's a bit rolly and the main really gives us a lot of balance about the boat. So I tried getting the main up again and something was snagging, something was wrapped up. Maybe the lazy jacks is wrapped in the halyard, or I don't know, maybe the broken ropes are choking on a cart or something, but I couldn't get the mainsail back up. It took me for ages, in the dark of course. There was no moon last night, so it's really pitch black. So we didn't have a mainsail all night, so sailing under just a head sail, we still did good speed, but man, it's uncomfortable. It's just rolly. But we're coming into the islands now. We've made a bit of a detour, and instead of going around to the bottom of this group of islands, we're entering into the top, and we'll find up an anchorage so we can fix these lazy jacks and fix what's going on with the main, because there is a good wind, but man, I can't sail any further in this swell with no mainsail on a rolly boat. Gotta make it as comfortable as possible. Oh man, it's amazing how much things can change in the tropics. You go from a beautiful downwind spinnaker sail, blue skies, sunshine and hot as, to squally as, break and stuff, but oh well, doesn't matter. It is what it is. We're sailing in the tropics, so you got to expect these things at night. So we have two options here, Mum. We can anchor just down here, or we can just go under heady. There'll be a bit of swell through this next couple of miles, but then we go into that other cut between the islands, and then we'll be on the inside, so we'll be on the lee, which should be pretty smooth, and we can sail with a heady again. Or,
so anchor will keep sailing, is that what you're saying?
yeah, just for today.
I'm not sure. The boat's a bit of a mess.
The boat's destroyed, and I'd like to fix that main. All right, we'll anchor up and fix the main.
The boat got trashed last night with those squalls. We had stuff flying around the boat. There's pillows. One of our cameras in like the camera bag fell out of the holder that it's in, and yeah, just stuff going everywhere. So we've got a bit of tidying up to do today.
Good thing is I only have to go half mast just to unwrap around that inner forestay, but oh, I don't have a lot of energy, eh? Not really feeling the best, so I'm a little bit crook, a little bit stuffy in the head, a bit of a blocked nose, and last night definitely drained me, but
cooking dinner last night, the gas ran out. I had potatoes on, I was boiling them. I was gonna make these like crumbed potato scallop things, I don't know, or something. It was a new recipe, and the gas ran out just as I was boiling them. So they were boiled, they were edible, and we had those with some lentils, but it wasn't, dinner wasn't what I was intending it to be. So we're up bright and early this morning. We have to head into a little town in Tallula, and we're gonna get either a new gas bottle or fill these gas bottles up and get fittings for them. So we have, our gas bottles are of Australian standard, and of course the fittings on those don't fit the gas bottle fittings of Indonesia, so we have to work out a way to to use their gas on our boat. So yeah, we're doing that today, and I love this so much. This is fantastic. So we have to sail in between two islands, and they're pretty close together, so it's like a channel, it's like a creek, and it's pretty surreal sailing so close to land, and it just feels really cool. So yeah, I'm stoked. And this channel is actually the gateway from the town to the other villages, so you get a lot of boats coming through here to go and get their supplies and then head back home again, which is pretty cool. I love seeing all the little boats. You move over, Yosh! Move over, Yosh! Move over!
Oh man, good morning, hey. just one thing about courtesy with boats passing. You go past each other slow. So that ferry was doing 20 knots with a massive wake, and he just wanted to boost past us in this skinny little channel. There's reef either side of us, and yet he did 20 knots past us. So he went from one side and then cut across our bow to the other side and cut up the inside flat. Man, don't need that at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's just ridiculous.
Foto.
It's okay. Dia 15 bulan. Ya.
Tengok mak kami. Tengok mama. Aduh, ada adiknya. Lahir di mana?
Australia. Ya. No. Kita kembali ya. Kita
jalan-jalan, kembali ambil lagi.
Nah, kita jalan-jalan kembali. The ladies want to keep Tallula while we go walking. And just like that, our baby is gone. Yeah, this. Hello. Good girl.
This town just always blows me away.
It's always fun. Woohoo! Go to Tallula. At the back. I'm not sure if you like it or not. Wow. So looking around town to find gas, we thought we'd go and get a feed, and we knew of this little warung here. Well, the lady speaks very good English, so we could communicate how to get a gas bottle, because I don't know how to ask for gas in Bahasa. But so we got a gas bottle delivered. It's a 12 kilo, but we need to change all the fittings. We could decant one to the other, but it's just easier to change over the fittings, so don't scare Benita.
Okay, Baba.
Okay, bye-bye. Kiss bye.
This is our ride.
Can you get Mum?
Bang, udah bilang tadi 10 ya, Bang ya.
Okay.
Makasih ya, Bang.
About loading up.
We got ourselves a little ride, just because I didn't want to carry a 12 kilo gas bottle 200 metres. Bisa? Oh. Yeah, you can. Say hey, Lila.
Alright, so we got gas, petrol, food, bananas. What else did we get? We got a couple of toys for Tallula, gas connector, and I think we're ready to go again. Well, I think we totally cooked this. Yosh was meant to be taking the GoPro out and doing some spearfishing with you this afternoon, but you know, as it is, when you have a baby and you go to the beach, you carry all this stuff, and the GoPro ended up in my bag with Tallula on the beach. So Hopefully he does get a fish, but I'm very sorry that there's no footage of it if he does. We are in paradise right now. This place is spectacular. Check out the color of the water here. Hey Bugalug. Yeah, I'm sure you wanted to be out with Yosh doing some spearfishing, but unfortunately you're here on the beach with Tallula and I building sandcastles.
Didn't surf, love.
Wow!
Only just.
Oh, it's still a beautiful fish.
They are a beautiful fish.
Yeah, it's gonna taste amazing.
One of my favourite fish in the ocean, the green jobfish.
Yeah.
Amazing. Come see the fishy?
Nice.
Yeah? That's what we're gonna have for dinner. Wow.
Nice.
Yummy. Lots there, eh?
Nice.
Alright, so we're going to have to swap these gas bottles over. It's just easier than rather trying to decant from one bottle to the other. So Australian fittings are different than what Indonesia fittings are for gas bottles, so you can't just directly fill up our Australian fitting gas bottles here, so we had to buy the Indonesian fitting. And so we're going to have to change over the hose that goes into the boat. This is what I love about Indo. I love Indo, how there isn't many rules and some things are guidelines are, yeah, you know, things are pretty stretched. And when it comes to standards though, you kind of wish there was a few, because, so this is the regulator that this clamps on. And then we just put the hose over here with a hose clamp. And then we just hose clamp it onto the boat. I just find that really funny. So they supplied me with 2 hose clamps, but I might treat it as if it's a through-hole fitting, and I'll add a second hose clamp. So we're going to double up on the hose clamps to keep the gas inside.
Oh, Yosh is in the kitchen tonight. He's cooking up the food.
I just got to find the spices.
Oh, not the spice. Good luck, man. That hole is so frustrating.
I know, we need
The spice hole
actually something
sucks.
for the future that, like, Nanji's pretty sweet. There's a little bit of work that needs to be done around the kitchen here, and I think one of the things that needs to be installed is the spice rack.
Yeah. We got the jobby that you just speared. What are you cooking? How are we doing it?
We're keeping it pretty simple. So we got good old fish and rice going on tonight. Yeah, so we've chopped them up. We're just gonna have little nuggets. So Benita's already cooked some rice. So we got some panko crumbs, breadcrumbs. And in those crumbs I'm gonna add some garlic powder and some lemon pepper.
Yeah.
So we'll just go fish, egg, crumbs, oil, in here.
It's a green jobfish.
Yeah, nickname Jobby. These are one of my favourite fish to spear, to hunt. Get them shallow, you can get them deep. They get big. They're a good fight, and like they're challenging to hunt as well. Like they full play the game with you, so it's really good when you do get a good one. And they're just a delicious fish. So they're one of my favourite fish to eat. So yeah, all round green jobfish for the win.
Yeah, yours wasn't particularly big.
Hey!
It's enough for dinner.
We were out there hunting trophies today. We were out there hunting fish to eat because we need some food to eat. So he's not the biggest fish, but he's still going to be a delicious dinner.
Yeah.
Now we're going to chuck the oil in. We cook them in there, hey? One thing about cooking with Dad, we make a mess. Blub, 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 blub,
You gotta
blub.
put a shirt on so you don't get burned.
Oil. Alright, we'll put that on and then we get out of the kitchen because we got to clothe up.
Yeah.
Okay?
Dad's gotta put a shirt on.
Let's go put a shirt on. I
Mum's
learned the
gonna
hard
look
way
after
a couple of
Tallula.
years ago. Look at that little plate of deliciousness for the finishing touch. Lemon pepper. Come on, Layla Bang! Yeah, that's some dancing.
Woo! Go back! Woohoo! Wow! Go back!
Whoa, that was a proper boogie, girlfriend. Isn't that amazing? Like, ever since you've been born, Tallula, as soon as you hear a little bit of music, You just feel that rhythm and you got a boogie, girlfriend. See that dancing you did? She's got some moves, man. For a little inside story about how Mum and Dad got together, it was because of Dad's amazing dance moves that Mum come over to say hello up in the club. It's all about Dad's dance moves, and I can see it's just flowing through. Wow. But no to boys, Tallula. We say no to boys.